Alrighty, guys. Well, it's a new day. So it is the beginning of episode 5 on the tracker build. I made some progress. Stella made some progress. Stella didn't make any progress. But stay tuned and you'll see what it's all about. Alrighty, guys. So it is a new day. And the front is going to be next. So I got the back sitting on its own weight. No more jack stands back there. But this is my next target. So we'll start ripping out the independent stuff in the front. Hopefully stuff unbolts nicely, or we'll have to get the torch back out. So anyways, that's going to be what's on today's agenda. Start tackling that. Alrighty, guys, after a very thorough inspection, it looks like the differential is probably the next thing to come out. It's got a bolt here, a bolt over here, and then the main mount for the cross member, and then a drive shaft. So that's what I'm gonna take out next. So that's what I'll be doing. So the next thing that needs to come out is the steering rack. That's this bad boy right here. Now it has some power steering lines hooked up to it. And then the steering column needs to be disconnected as well. So that's what's up next. Pretty freaking cool. Oh, it's really hard to show you kind of how she looks, but that is the look of it. But unfortunately, holy smokes, there is a lot of work that needs to be done. So put the roll the axle underneath it. So this should be relatively easy. This should drop out. I'm not sure if the radiator is going to stay in place because the bottom mount is off of that cross member. So we'll probably have to build tabs that come off and grab the radiator in the bottom, which isn't a big deal. The worst part about it is that cross member down there. That cross member needs to go. And when they welded it on, they said no one's ever going to remove this because it is welded and gusseted all over the place. So it's also the lower arm mount, so it had to be strong, and I think they succeeded because it is no joke. So I don't think I'm going to videotape it because it's probably gonna not videotape. I don't think people are videotaping anymore. But I don't think I will record it. It just is going to be a long fight. So I might try to cut along these welds, drop it out. I might try to plasma cut as much as I can, drop it out. I don't know. So then the next thing that needs to come out of these mounts, I think I'm going to probably cut the whole entire mount out. So there's going to be a lot of cutting. And I don't think anyone really cares about that. So I'm going to get to work. Alright, made some pretty good progress. I got that cross member piece just kind of cut out. It's not cleaned up obviously, but next thing you need to do is cut these off. And these are attached to, what do you call these, a strut bar, I believe. And where we're going, we don't need strut bars. So we're taking those off. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is cut this out. Holy smokes. Got it all cut off. It was fun. But I'm pretty happy with it. I got pretty close to the frame rail. This is all rust. Oh, that's hot. Rust holes got through there, so I'll probably grind it all down and then we'll replate this area or something. Plate it and beef it all up. That's the aftermath. It's all out of there though. Cross member, lots of room now. I still got to unbolt this, get that out of the way, and then we can really see what we've got to work with. But I think it looks pretty good, pretty happy. So I'll grind it all out, flush it all up, and try to make it pretty, and move on to the next thing. Okay, about a day later of grinding, I'm pretty happy with that. I got 2 spots I gotta work on though. I'm gonna try to clean up this, probably plate this, you know, beef it back up a little bit, and then another one down there. So on this side, and then the other side is also done. It's the same thing, but this side looks a lot better. So no rust holes on the bottom. Pretty good. So we will drop this cross member next and see what we got from there. Alright guys, so I just rolled the axle out from underneath this thing, and it looks like where we want to put the center of the axle is going to be almost right over this bracket. So originally I was thinking about it, and I was going to keep half of this thing on there and almost just kind of plate it and be done. But it looks like my spring is going to go outwards almost directly underneath the frame, just like the rear. So we're going to cut this off now. And there's one on this side too, so back to grinding and back to plasma cutting. We'll get those cut out of there. Alrighty guys, the front is prepped. So I notched this out. The coil spring should sit about here. It should work really, really well. And this, obviously, I got to patch up. There's another rust hole down there I got to fix. Both those mounts that I had to get out of the way are both out of the way. I mean, as far as the front goes, it is ready to put in an axle. I'm waiting on Heim joints. I got 2-inch DOM for the links. That's also going to be a couple days. So I'm waiting on some stuff. I got some springs. A guy on Facebook said he could hook me up with. So as far as that goes, this is going to be the next thing. Really need to cut off all these brackets. You know, all this original stuff has to come off. Everything, you know. So I don't feel like doing that today. I'm kind of over grinding. So I figure we'll clean up the front, clean up the garage one more time, and then the next thing to work on is going to be the fuel cell. So the game plan is just kind of sitting up there right now, but the fuel cell is going to go below, and I had it mocked up there. I just kind of lifted it up in there, and it was pretty close to almost level with the bottom of the frame rails. It's going to probably be an inch lower, which isn't that big a deal. But I also have to narrow it. So it's too wide. It's too wide. I'll probably have to narrow it about 2 inches, I think. So I'll probably narrow it, and then I'm also going to cut almost like an access hole in the cab. so that way I can get to the fuel cell or the fuel pump that I'll be putting here, and also the fill, which I don't think I'll be utilizing this anymore. I'll probably weld on a neck or something and go to the original fuel spot. That's the game plan, but we'll see. So anyways, that's going to be what I'm going to screw with next. But that's going to wrap up episode 5, guys. So hey, I appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe, smash that like button, do all that good stuff. Tell your friends, and we'll keep this project rolling right along. So thanks for watching, guys.